It is giveaway time at Futtrading.co.uk. Dan and I want to say thank you to you guys for an insane start to 2021. So a lucky site subscriber is going to win the rest of FIFA 21 completely and utterly free. If you debated trying us up till now, now's your chance to get involved. If you're already using us, we want to say thank you to you guys. So yeah, enjoy it. Hopefully one of you guys will enjoy trading on FIFA 21 for free for the rest of the game. Just so you know, £10 a month gets you access to buying prices for icons, specials and silvers, as well as Thursday flips. And £15 per month gets you access to the live filters area and the gold chem style area, with 2 new additions in the pipeline for you guys too. Way better value than any FIFA points you will ever open. Way better value than most trading services. So what are you waiting for? Get involved. Check out futtrading.co.uk. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, FuzzBall40. As always, if you're new around here, make sure you do subscribe down below. We are nearly at 20,000 subscribers. It's insane. Thank you very much for all the support. I hope the videos are helping you guys to enjoy the game without spending money on FIFA points. Morning upload is League SBC Method to Glory. That's just been finished recording now, so you'll get that first thing tomorrow morning. YouTube streams back at 9:30 as always on Monday. The evening upload is a trading video. Make sure you check out tonight's video. We've started trading from scratch on a brand new account. We're doing advanced SBCs and trading. Whatever I make on that account will be given to one of you guys completely and utterly free as a giveaway. My way of saying thank you for the support recently. Hoping we can make 1 to 2 million coins on that account. That would be the ideal. And even if you don't have an Xbox, you know what you can do with coins, like I say. We will try and do one on PlayStation as well in the near future for you guys. This is the midnight upload and it's pack content as always. But I do want to talk about Team of the Year in general as we open up packs. So what I've gone and done is put together some of the 3-player upgrades and some of the premium upgrades for the Premier League. They're probably the best in terms of hit ratio for Team of the Years at the moment with those honourable mentions in packs. But yeah, I want to talk a little bit about Team of the Year. So we'll start off with the 3 players over here. We'll start with the positives with Team of the Year. The first 2 big positives, in my opinion, that we've got recently are both the Dybala card and Boateng card. I thought both of those were brilliant value SBCs for me. Boateng I did, obviously, because I've got Lewandowski, so I'll probably link Boateng into maybe Davies and Kimmich Team of the Years for my sort of big squad now. Boateng was brilliant, and Dybala is a sensational card. That card batters me every time I play against him. Really affordable, really good value, and credit to Ray for it. They were brilliant value SBCs. I was a massive fan of those. In terms of the upgrade packs I'm a big fan of because they only required rare players in them. During Team of the Season, we had the issue of needing specific rares for specific upgrade packs. So the Serie A, whatever it was, needed Serie A rares, and so it was easy for those cards to get inflated. So it held down rares to a degree, but you could still lazy list them for 1,400 coins. And so the upgrade packs, in my opinion, have been a good thing. They've not been a bad thing at all. I've been a big fan of those. The Grealish card, very good card for free, for basically your time. And Suarez, both of them, 2 very decent cards that all you need to do is spend your time on the game as we get aboard. All you needed to do is spend your time on the game in order to get those cards. And so for me, they were good. They're good. Then let's talk about the negatives. I'm going to start with the elephant in the room. Some of you agree with me, some of you don't agree with me. That Cristiano Ronaldo card. Brilliant concept. I'm not going to deny that. Absolutely brilliant concept in terms of the fact that it's sort of a flashback to Ronaldo stepping off the plane. I think it's a flashback to his 2005 season, but Ronaldo stepping off the plane and XYZ. The execution of it, however, is, again, in my opinion, shocking. Now, before anyone says anything about it, a lot of you guys that are raving about the Ronaldo are fans of Ronaldo. So whether you're a United fan or, like me, I believe Cristiano Ronaldo is the greatest player of all time. The people that are raving about that, but I'm taking myself outside of that thought process, and what I'm doing is looking at it as an objective card. If you take that card and put a 300k price tag on it and put that as an SBC, I genuinely do not believe anyone says that card is worth it in any way, shape or form. It is a horrendous card. If it had kept his 4-star weak foot, maybe an argument for it, a bit more composure. But everyone is talking this, in my opinion, nonsense about his body type and his animations and whatnot. And when you've got pros turning around saying it's irrelevant with the stats that he's got, when you've got people that are now doing that card realising actually it's a pretty bad card, the amount of people that I've seen that have done that card and gone, it's not Ronaldo, basically. It's just a watered down version of a card that just isn't very good. And for me, I love the concept, and I'm hoping we see more of it in terms of other cards potentially that may be quite meta and get a flashback. But I just don't think it would have hurt to even make that card a bit more expensive. Not massively more expensive, a bit more expensive. Keep the 4-star weak foot on it. Give it a bit of a shooting boost. Keep the composure there. Keep some decent stats there for him. For me, that would have been okay. The way they did it, in my opinion, it's not good enough. I just don't think it's a good enough bit of content, and I think it's too expensive for what it is. You haven't got to agree with me. Remember, this is all about opinions. FIFA is all about different opinions, difference of where you play style, where you trade. It's important to note that. But my mind won't be changing that. People are cutting down, look at the Pentez's videos or Nick 2018 videos. Just because people are saying that, it ain't going to change my mind. I know where I stand on this. For me, it's just not a good value SBC. It's a great concept, poor execution. The other thing that I think we've lacked massively during this is other types of objectives. During Team of the Year, there could have been... We've had core objectives up till now of like 50k packs and stuff like that. There could have been a really big objective in the objectives area that had maybe 125k pack at the end of it, or sort of accelerating rewards. So win 5 games, get a mega pack. Win 10 games, get a rare players pack. Win 15 games, get X pack and whatnot. And built up and built up and built up. So anyone that wanted to grind the game and save some packs up for a big opening now when all the players are out could have done that. And there's not really been that. And that's where I get a little bit miffed, because I do think this has, for me, been the Team of the Year that's had the most pull towards trying to convince people to open up packs. Because yesterday we got the Team of the Year honourable mentions, I think that's what they're called, and they were added to packs. We got a Grealish, and I think we're getting an SBC today. I'm hoping we are anyway. I think we're getting an SBC today, and I'm hoping we do get one. And I just don't like the fact that they were straight into packs, and here's loads of them. And I also don't think they were very well thought out. If you had a vote for 12th man between Son, Thiago and Messi, Messi was always going to win that. Why are Son and Thiago not honourable mentions? I don't really get it. If you saw fit enough to nominate them for a potential Team of the Year card, why did neither of them get an honourable mention? It doesn't make any sense to me. What that felt like to me was, to a degree, EA filling gaps, which I do like. So the Premier League hasn't really got that meta left back, so here's Andy Robertson, which makes sense. The Serie A got a few striker bit. Here's Immobile, and it fits that meta in that league. And I quite like the way they did that in terms of those cards going into packs. But I don't really get the thought process behind not having Son and Thiago having one of those cards if they were in the vote. The other thing that I didn't like, and some people, we all saw it coming, was Neymar got a Team of the Week card. And we all everyone expected him to get a Team of the Year nominee card. Now, I don't know if he had that great a season last season, but it was still very good. I think he was a victim of his own success in the same way that Messi is, that we all hold them to ridiculously high standards now, so when they don't meet them, we suddenly act like they've had a bad season. We actually know they're still superstars, but they just didn't have as good a season. But he wasn't included in that vote because I think EA knew that Neymar would win that vote because of the 5-star and the FIFA community wanting that. So he wasn't included in that vote, so EA could throw him into Team of the Weeks. Again, pushing more back towards pack content again and convincing people to open up packs with FIFA points. Now, it isn't for me to say to anybody, you should spend your money on this. I don't spend my money on FIFA points. I try and show you guys you don't need to. But I do just think there's something about this promo that stunk for me. I didn't like it. The way content was brought out at random times as well. To me, that was, number one, partly to screw over traders. We're told partly that it was because the servers couldn't handle the people coming on. They didn't want the servers to crash, so people stopped expecting 6 PM content and checked at 7 or 7:30 PM. Now, if that is the case, fix your servers. If your servers can't handle a rush of people coming onto them, fix them. If it's not the case, then explain why. And it's been this sort of random dotting of content throughout it. And I don't really get what it is, but usually when EA do something like this, there's a reason behind it. And whether we find out now or later on, there's usually always a reason why we find out they've done that. Whether that's because it's what it's going to be from now on, or whether that's because like I say, the servers couldn't handle it, or they're changing the way we do things, they're trying to keep traders on their toes. We'll find out eventually. We will find out eventually. But I do think it's sort of ruined that fun. Part of the fun with a promo is that 6 PM drop and bang, there's all your content and that's what you're going to go and do. I don't like the fact that there's not been anywhere near enough daily SBCs. There's not been one every day, for starters. And the packs of daily SBCs have been pretty poor. Prime Electrum, a rare gold pack. EA have moved away from those sort of things each day. And that, to me, is going to be blunt in what I say. I find that very scummy. The way EA have done it now is very much like, well, you can have a bit of free stuff, but really what we're wanting you to do here is spend money on the game. Now, they're a business, I get that. But we are in the middle of a global pandemic. And it seems a bit disingenuous to be like, hi, spend all your money on us, even though a lot of people are struggling financially right now. EA could use these promos, especially something big like Team of the Year, to be like, here you go, guys, here's something back. And to some degree, they did do that. I maintain that Dybala and Boateng were sensational. I thought they were new trader. Thank you for the follow. Dybala and Boateng, in my opinion, were sensational. That Boateng really, I've got him. He's an absolute beast. It was a brilliant SBC from EA. So was Dybala. Suarez and Grealish being free cards are good as well. I'm not doubting that. But yeah, there's a lot of disingenuity in it at the moment, and I don't like it. And the one thing that's really been bugging me is the fact that EA don't pop up with anything until they think things are good. So the moment Messi got a Team of the Year nominee card, suddenly Zaro popped up on Twitter and started talking to people about FIFA and the best goals and stuff like that. And then I think Foot Economist tweeted something and it got deleted because he got a lot of abuse from the community and whatnot. Now, I don't condone abusing people at all. I don't think it's okay to do. But at the same time, there is a level of anger, I think, with a lot of people at the moment, especially the way that Jamie's handled himself since he's gone to EA, that I think people are wound up in terms of the fact that he seems to have gone back on everything that he said he was going to do. And so I sort of get the anger. I never condone it because I think two wrongs don't make a right, if that makes sense.
I'm not going to lie, mate.
Rebel, thank you for the follow as well, bro. I appreciate it. But take away the content side of things, we have to talk about the state of the gameplay. EA did a patch before this weekend, and I don't know if it was in anticipation for how busy the servers are going to be or showing they were doing something so people engage with the game more, but the gameplay this weekend has been a disgrace. Now, I didn't play Foot Champs this weekend. Whenever there's a promo, I choose not to play Foot Champs because you can guarantee that the servers are not going to handle the traffic. It's going to be awful. But right now, I genuinely believe that the FIFA gameplay is the worst it's ever been. There's no point in me glossing that up any other way. I genuinely believe the FIFA gameplay is an utter disgrace right now. The passes don't work, the shooting don't work, nothing works. It's not even a case of there's issues with the game. It just genuinely does not work. Just simplistic stuff like not the referee on whatever it is, and the game engine not registering fouls and not registering slide tackles and not registering the most simplistic things. I saw an offside on Twitter yesterday, and the guy was about 10 yards onside, and the game registered that it was offside. I don't know how it possibly did that. We've still got the kit clash issue. We've still got the lights off issue in stadiums. And I said this, I tweeted this yesterday, and I genuinely believe this. I believe that if this game was put in front of a court for mis-selling, I think EA would be in trouble. Because it's no different, in my opinion, to the No Man's Sky situation. No Man's Sky, which was, you'll go to thousands of planets that are completely different, completely unique, and X, Y, Z, and it wasn't that. If the most basic form of the game is to play the game and the gameplay, it doesn't work. Because we're not talking about just basic issues on this game. We're talking about the fact that the gameplay just does not inherently work at all. Shooting, passing, tackling, foul recognition, offsides, everything is broken. I genuinely believe EA would have an issue, and I maintain that. I can't see a way that EA would be able to get away in court with saying, oh yeah, well, there's nothing we can do about it because that's your job. You're supposed to do something about it. And that's why I won't play Champs at the moment. I won't play Champs until the gameplay is better, because it's not worth stressing myself out for over a weekend when I can trade and make more coins anyway. I want to get back into the competitive side of it, but I'm seeing pros refuse to play. I'm seeing pros say, no, left, right and centre, this game is terrible, I'm not doing it, as we get to the last pack here. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. And it's a sad state of affairs when you have your own pro community turning around and saying, I don't like playing this game because it's terrible. It's not good. You would think at that point EA would do something about it, but they haven't. And it worries me for the future. It does really worry me for the future because I think EA have got this air of invincibility about them based upon the fact that there's not really anyone to challenge them. And I think that's where the major problem comes here. There's no real challenger to EA. Last year when you saw a lot of the bigger content creators go to PES, suddenly Summer Heat was full of content and EA acted like they cared again. But it is just, like, I want to show you through this. And this is what I want to say to you. So this account is our mod account, and I want to show you the content from this week. And if you look at it, Ribery, terrible value, just not a good card at all. No way, shape or form is that a good card in terms of value. And then you look and go, okay, cool. A kit SBC, Marky Matchups, which is generic, Boateng, absolutely brilliant. And here's your Jump Team of the Year Challenge Pack. Another Team of the Year Challenge Pack. There. That's your content. So these Team of the Year challenges should be every single day like they used to be. There's no justifiable reason in my mind that they're not. This Ronaldo, I won't be convinced of it being a good card. It isn't in my opinion, but I understand people have different opinions. This Harlem kit, does anyone really care about the Harlem kit? Like, real talk. The Bala, bloody brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. More of this here. This was a brilliant card. Absolutely brilliant card for the value. And these upgrades are great. But where else is the content? Where's the stuff for the grinders? Because I've managed to create a grinding series in terms of League SBC method. I do that. You guys do it with me. But where is the rest of it? Suarez great. Grealish great. But again, everything else here is just your generic sort of stuff. There was nothing added. We've still got a few days left. I'm recording this just before the 6 PM content drop. You never do know what EA are going to drop. But yeah, there's been good aspects to this, but there's been a lot of terrible aspects to it as well. And I think it's important we don't lose sight of the fact that there are a lot of bad stuff about this Team of the Year, alongside some of that good stuff as well. And it's time that I think we start saying to EA, it's enough, it's not good enough, provide something more. And I think that's coming. I think more and more people are starting to wake up to it. I'm seeing more and more people start to tweet about it. More game changers and more big names starting to say this isn't good enough. I've seen a couple of very big streamers, big EA game changers, talking about the fact that the content during Team of the Year has not been good enough. And so, yeah, it will be interesting to see what happens in the coming days and weeks and months with this game and FIFA 22. I do think that I give EA a little bit of leeway from the fact that obviously we're in the middle of a pandemic, so it's been very hard for them to nail this game in the same way perhaps they might have nailed it beforehand. But again, this is a multi-billion-pound company that makes a lot of money. They should be able to get it right. And I don't think many other EA titles have the issues that this game has. And this game makes them, I think, 3/4 of their revenue per year. But that's the end of this video. No luck in those premium upgrade packs. Tomorrow, we will full send it at midnight. We're going to spend a lot of coins trying to absolutely smash out and pack a Team of the Year. One more, hopefully. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below, especially if you want to be in a chance of winning that account. But for now, I am out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.